Bangladesh. We are moving to Bangladesh and we have an amazing professor, an amazing researcher. He is Ambassador Professor M.S. Shariar Parvez. His birthday was before 3 days. So we want, once again, we are all friends here. Happy birthday, dear our professor. You were brilliant at the court with Inga. Congratulations, welcome, and let's hear what our researchers say about reduced inequalities.
Ah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because it is again my birthday wishes from the expert from you and also the Friends Club, Global Friends Club, and it's actually Global Friends Club. So far, I think it's one of the platform where actually the policies, if they want to try out some, find out some problem, then it's from
Please.
the yes.
Yes,
Now it's
yes.
okay. Yes.
Now it's okay because people didn't mute themselves. Okay, you can continue.
Yes. So the point is here that in this today's international conference, in front of me, there are lots of uh, that is called experts in front of me, and I give my hello to our respected Queen Elizabeth, dear madam, and also I give my namaste to Dr. P.K. Rajput sir. You are here also, and I already see, yes, my dear brother Vaughn is here, and he just is a wonderful speech here, and also in front of me are lots of expert are here, and Dr. Inga, you are amazing personality, and you are doing a very great job now this era, and also Professor Nada, you are just fantastic. So now we come to the point that why we are actually here. We are actually here a little word that is called inequality. So, and we want to try out that how to reduce this inequality. So the point is here that at first we understand what's the meaning of inequality. Otherwise, it's not possible for us to try out some problems, to find out some problem from these kinds of wonderful or beautiful or very critical words. Inequality. Inequality actually state of not being equal. So who is not equal? We are no one actually equal to each other. So man actually not equal to woman, woman actually not equal to man. So if we are to just plus, then we are actually equal. So that is the main factor in our world. The point is here that inequality, especially it is a status on the rights and opportunity, and it's the concept of very much that is how the heart of the social justice theories. Basically, however, it is a various kinds of professors and various kinds of experts says that there are different kinds of inequalities exist in this world, and also economic inequality, one of the most one of the most critical thing, because without the minimizing the economic equality, it's not possible to increase the GDP system of your country, or you cannot touch the GDP or GNI or HND system in your country. Now come to the point that in the economic inequality, you have the income inequality, also the monetary inequality also you have. Now there are so many equality exist in a country, like also the gender inequality is here, also the ethnicity inequality, the race inequality here. So now come to the main part of the point, that what's the inequality actually give us the outcome. The main outcome actually, we want to leveling the material of wealth, or living in the economic condition with a level playing field. We want to playing in the level playing field. For that reason, the SDG says in that it is must necessary for each and every country to minimizing the inequality of their in their country. Now in equality, actually sometimes how it is basically is a barrier from the opportunity. In the late 1970, the great sir Amartya Sen, so my respect to him, actually says the capacity of framework brought a new way of thinking about the human well-being. It is one of the point that human well-being, and it's a measurement. You can measure it, that yes, it is an inequality, you can measure it. So how can, if you want to reduce the inequality, at first you should measure it, because it's the economical term or economical language, basically sir actually explained at that time. Now, after that time, there are so many literature on this view, but it is actually not the platform to say all this literature review. But now the point is here. Basically, inequality actually it is slowing the growth and also slow the poverty reduction of a country, and also it is basically a thing that is actually depress each and every one of a country, of a person. Like if I am a person, if I am feeling that I am unequal in my life, then it will become a big hamper for me. Now I come to the point, like in our country, like we come to in Bangladesh, actually Bangladesh improved and reduced inequality during the first 2 years of COVID-19 pandemic era. And now Bangladesh lead the rank second among the South Asian countries and reducing the inequality in the index of 2022. So it's a very good news from my country, because I am a Bangladeshi and I am proud of it. So now come to the point that as per the research released, that Bangladesh actually now on the global ranked on 107 globally ranked index, and now come to the point that from 2020 to 2022, Bangladesh come to the second position, and now he is better performance from the Sri Lanka, from the Nepal, from the Bhutan, Afghanistan, also said India. So it is not actually my talk, it is a research based talk, and basically despite in these countries there are some inequality exist in our country also here. That is, we have some labor policy indicator, it is we have some inequalities in this era, and also we have some inequalities in the that is called the taxation pillar. Also we have some inequalities of gender biasness. So like our government always try to that is called empower the women, because we are always trying to empower the women, because in our remote area there are some gender inequality exists. So if we are not empowering the women from that era, then it's not possible the women just contribute to our economy. Like if I ask to any person, like those mother or those wife actually not a working class woman, they just say my mother actually a housewife, but or say yes, my wife is a housewife, but the word is not actually the right term for the woman. Housewife is not a word. What is the homemaker? Because if we are capable to our lady, to our women, then they will contribute to our economy. And nowadays in our country there are lots of online business, actually they are conducted by female in our country. And yes, it's a success of our uh, government that we give that kind of freedom, and we are minimizing the inequalities from man and women, because it's a very necessary part. If we are not minimizing that, then otherwise our economy will not boost up. So in an economy there is one term, those who are actually development economists, they know that that is the shadow network, or that is called the shadow economy. So what's the shadow economy? Actually shadow economy, we don't see it because it's a shadow, but that is the main task. If the development economies actually remove the inequalities from the countries, from then they must boost up that shadow economic situation. If we boost up the shadow economy, then it is automatically add with our GDP, then it will give us the benefit. So I think that my time almost end, but the point is here that it is also described that we have trying to minimizing the inequality as per the SDG said, and we are always try to minimize the inequality in our country. And Oxfam, one of the research uh, expert research organization, they actually said that rich and poor countries alike, they are always exposed of economic inequality since the outbreak from the pandemic from 2020. So in the pandemic time, all the countries actually suffered. So in a economic inequality they have. So now it is the time to remove from this economic inequality, and also the human inequality, also the gender inequality. And it's the time to build up yourself, become a man, become a woman, because I think that man equal to woman and woman equal to man. Otherwise, it's not possible to bring a successful society, bring a successful country, being a successful nation for our country, so for the nation. So thank you so much for inviting me this kinds of wonderful platform. Basically it is a very vast topic, but I have very little bit time inside me. So for that reason, I hope that the GFC will again do any these kinds of valuable conference and give some special time to their speaker, so that more more policies will come from these kinds of conference. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, our great professor. Listen, in your speech, in your short speech, you gave us so many solutions. So you talk about the gender equality, about the equality in the incomes. I like this part about the shadow economy. The shadow economy, we are economics. And yes, the high taxes, the social security contributions, and heavy regulation, we know that that is the main driver. They are shadow, and we, like you say, don't see them. So we are really honored. We are really proud to hear what you say. And I'm sure that our watchers or listeners will again listen the speech from our great Dr. Queen, from our great one, from you. And yes, Global Friends Club, Dr. Inga, SM Akas, we can make conferences where like our professors say maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but then there is now opportunity to so many speakers. So, so our great professor, you make it wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.